The Three Roads to Wealth. Why Most People Never Get Rich. A deep dive based on MJ DeMarco's The Millionaire Fastlane. Intro. Most people believe that wealth is largely a matter of luck, talent, or privilege. They look at millionaires and think, they got lucky, or they had connections, or they were born into it. But according to MJ DeMarco, entrepreneur, investor, and author of The Millionaire Fastlane, wealth is simply a road you choose to walk. Not a lottery, not a genetic gift, a road. In his groundbreaking book, DeMarco explains that every financial life, yours, mine, everyone's, follows one of three roads. Whether you realize it or not, you're walking one of them right now. The tragedy? Most people never consciously choose their road. They inherit it from parents, from culture, from the voices around them telling them what's normal or safe. And that inherited road? It almost never leads to wealth. Today, you're going to discover the three roads. The sidewalk, where people chase pleasure and escape pain, living paycheck to paycheck in a fog of instant gratification. The slow lane, where people trade decades of their life for the hope of wealth someday, usually when they're too old to enjoy it. And the fast lane, where wealth is built through value, leverage, and scale, arriving while you're still young enough to live the life you actually want. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which road you're on. More importantly, you'll know how to change it. Let's begin. Part 1. The Sidewalk. The road of consumption. The sidewalk is the road of consumption. It's the default setting for modern life. If you've never consciously questioned your relationship with money, there's a good chance you've walked this road, or are walking it now. People on the sidewalk live for three things: immediate pleasure, status symbols, escaping discomfort. Money doesn't accumulate, it flows out, never in. The sidewalk vocabulary. Listen to the language of the sidewalk. You only live once. YOLO. I deserve this. I'll worry about money later. I need to treat myself. These phrases aren't inherently evil, but when they become the operating system of your financial life, they're deadly. Real-world example, Marcus. Let me paint a picture. Marcus is 28. He makes $65,000 a year. Not bad for his age. But Marcus is broke. He drives a leased BMW because, as he says, I work hard, I deserve to look successful. The lease, $580 a month. He lives in a luxury apartment, $1,800 per month, because image matters in my industry. His closet is full of designer clothes. His credit cards? Maxed out at $18,000. Every Friday, Marcus goes out. $200 on bottle service, $80 on an Uber, $150 on brunch the next morning. When his friends ask why he doesn't save, Marcus says, "What's the point? I'd have to save for 30 years to get rich anyway. Might as well enjoy life now." Marcus is on the sidewalk, and here's the thing. Marcus feels like he's living. He feels like he's successful. The dopamine hits from each purchase, each night out, each compliment on his car. They feel real. But underneath, pure financial fragility. One medical emergency, one job loss, one unexpected expense, and Marcus's entire life collapses. The sidewalk mindset. The sidewalk operates on a belief system: money is for spending, not building. Wealth is luck, not a learnable skill. Responsibility is optional. Someone else will handle it. The present matters more than the future. YOLO mentality. Debt is normal. Everyone has it, right? Here's what DeMarco discovered. The sidewalk mindset treats money like fire treats wood. No matter how much you pour on, it burns through it. Give a sidewalker $10,000, it's gone in weeks. Give them $100,000, gone in months. Give them $1 million, they'll find a way. Why the sidewalk feels good. The sidewalk is seductive because it delivers instant results. Buy the shoes, instant confidence boost. Book the vacation, instant status update. Lease the car, instant respect, or so it feels. But like any drug, the high wears off fast, and you need another hit, and another, and another. The sidewalk isn't just a financial road, it's an addiction model disguised as lifestyle. The brutal truth. Here's what DeMarco makes crystal clear. The sidewalk always leads to poverty, stress, or dependence. Always. Not sometimes, not if you're unlucky. Always. You can't out-earn the sidewalk. NBA players making $20 million a year have gone broke on the sidewalk. Lottery winners, celebrities, inheritance recipients. Because it's not about the amount, it's about the mindset. If your mindset is consumption first, wealth will never stick. The wake-up call. Most people don't realize they're on the sidewalk until something breaks. The car gets repossessed. The credit cards hit the limit. The landlord threatens eviction. The relationship collapses under financial stress. And even then, many don't change. They just look for the next hit, the next escape, the next distraction. The sidewalk is a trap disguised as freedom. Part 2. The slow lane. The road of deferred dreams. Now, the slow lane looks different. It looks responsible, respectable, safe. This is the road your parents probably wanted you to take. The road your teachers told you about. The road society calls the right way. The slow lane says, go to school, preferably a good one. Get a job, preferably a stable one. Save 10% of your income. Invest in a 401k and mutual funds. Work for 40 years. Retire at 65. It's the American dream trademark, or whatever version exists in your country. The slow lane formula. The slow lane trades time for money, believing that compound interest and decades of discipline will eventually rescue you. The math looks like this. Wealth equals job, plus discipline, plus time. Save $500 per month for 40 years at 8% return? You'll have roughly $1.4 million by 65. Sounds good, right? Real-world example. Jennifer. Let me introduce you to Jennifer. Jennifer did everything right. She graduated with a degree in accounting, got a job at a solid firm making $55,000, contributed 10% to her 401k every month, drove a reliable Honda Civic, packed lunch 4 days a week. Jennifer is 42 now. She's been working for 20 years. Her 401k has about $180,000 in it. Not bad, considering market fluctuations in that recession in 2008. But Jennifer is exhausted. She works 50-hour weeks. Her commute is 90 minutes each way. She hasn't taken a real vacation in 3 years, just long weekends here and there. Her kids are growing up and she's missing it. School plays, soccer games, dinner conversations. Last month, Jennifer did the math. If everything goes perfectly, no health issues, no market crashes, no unexpected expenses, she might be able to retire at 67, with enough to live modestly. Jennifer followed the slow lane perfectly. And her reward? Wealth when time is gone. The fatal flaws. DeMarco exposes the hidden assumptions of the slow lane. Flaw number 1, the health assumption. The slow lane assumes you'll stay healthy for 40-plus years of work. No chronic illness, no burnout, no disability. But what if you don't? Flaw number 2, the market assumption. The slow lane assumes markets will cooperate, consistent 8% returns, no major crashes that wipe you out right before retirement. But what about 2008? 2000? What about the next one? Flaw number 3, the time assumption. The slow lane assumes you won't want freedom before old age, that you're okay sacrificing your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and most of your 60s. But what if you want to travel while you can still hike? What if you want time with your children while they still want time with you? Flaw number 4, the inflation assumption. The slow lane assumes your future dollars will be worth something. But inflation, especially hidden inflation in healthcare, housing, and education, destroys purchasing power. That $1.4 million? In 40 years, it might buy what $400,000 buys today. The slow lane trap. Here's the real trap. The slow lane feels virtuous. You're being responsible. You're planning ahead. You're not like those sidewalkers burning through money. And society rewards this feeling. Your parents are proud. Your friends respect your discipline. Financial advisors nod approvingly. But DeMarco asks the uncomfortable question. What's the point of being rich when you're old? When your knees hurt? When your kids are grown? When the adventures you dreamed about require a young body you no longer have? The slow lane math. Let's break down the actual time trade. Age 22 to 65. Work 40 to 50 hours per week equals 80,000 to 100,000 hours of your life. 4. The possibility of modest wealth after your prime years are gone. Risk, health, markets, inflation, and life itself. DeMarco calls this indentured time. You're trading the best years of your life, your energy, health, time with loved ones, for the hope that the system will reward you later. Why people stay. So why do people stay in the slow lane? Because it's safe. Or feels safe. There's a paycheck, benefits, a 401 GISA match, the illusion of security. But as DeMarco points out, a job is the most dangerous form of income because it can disappear instantly. Layoffs, automation, outsourcing. You have zero control. It caps your earning potential, salary ranges, annual raises. It consumes your time, the one resource you can't replace. The slow lane isn't evil, it's just slow. Here's what's important to understand. The slow lane isn't wrong. It's just slow. If your goal is modest wealth at 67, it works. But if your goal is financial freedom before your kids leave home, the ability to travel while you're still healthy, time to pursue passions, hobbies, relationships, security that doesn't depend on one employer, then the slow lane is a death sentence to your dreams. Part 3. The fast lane. The road of leverage. The fast lane is not about shortcuts. Let me repeat that. The fast lane is not about get-rich-quick schemes, lottery tickets, or crypto gambling. The fast lane is about leverage. It's about detaching your income from your time and attaching it to value delivered at scale. The fundamental question. Slow laners ask, how much do I earn per hour? Fast laners ask, how much value can I deliver to many people? That shift, from time-based thinking to value-based thinking, changes everything. Fast lane principles. Principle number 1. Build systems, not jobs. A job means you trade time for money. No time equals no money. A system means you build something once that generates income continuously. Examples. A software product that sells while you sleep. A book that earns royalties for decades. A business with employees who run operations. Automated online courses. Rental properties with property managers. Principle number 2. Own assets, not paychecks. Paychecks disappear when you stop working. Assets generate income whether you work or not. What's an asset? A business you own. Intellectual property, patents, copyrights, trademarks. Digital products, investment real estate, royalty streams. Principle number 3. Detach income from time. This is the core of the fast lane. If your income requires your active time, you're still in the slow lane, just maybe earning more per hour. True fast lane income is asymmetric. You invest time/money up front, then the system generates returns that far exceed your input. Principle number 4. Scale value through leverage. The fast lane uses 5 types of leverage. Product leverage. Sell one product to millions. Software, books, courses. Labor leverage. Other people work in your system, employees, contractors. Technology leverage. Automation, AI, software, scale your reach. Capital leverage. Money works for you. Investments, business funding. Media leverage. Content, audiences, platforms multiply your message. Real-world example. Sarah. Let me show you what the fast lane looks like. Sarah is 34. At 28, she was working as a physical therapist making $70,000 a year. She loved helping people but hated two things. Limited income. She could only see so many patients per day. Limited time. Every dollar required her physical presence. Sarah had an insight. Hundreds of people ask me the same questions about posture, pain relief, and exercises. What if I created something that could help them 24/7? She spent 6 months creating an online program. Pain-free posture, the 30-day system. 30 video lessons. PDF guides. Exercise tracking tools. Email support community. She priced it at $97. Year 1. 200 sales equals $19,400 while still working her job. Year 2. She improved marketing, added testimonials. 800 sales equals $77,600. Year 3. She created 2 more programs, built an email list, $240,000 revenue. Year 4. She quit her job, went full-time. $580,000 revenue. Year 5, current. Multiple products, affiliate partnerships, corporate licenses, $1.2 million revenue. Sarah still works, but differently. She works 25 to 30 hours per week, mostly on creating new content and strategy. Her income comes from value she created years ago, still selling today. She has time for her kids. She travels for a month every summer. She's financially free at 34. Sarah entered the fast lane. The fast lane formula. Wealth equals impact. Time scale minus time trade. Let's break it down. Impact. How much value do you create per customer? Scale. How many people can you reach? Time trade. How little of your time is required? A slow laner has low impact, $50 per hour service. No scale, 1 person at a time. High time trade, 40 to 50 hours per week required. A fast laner has meaningful impact, $97 product that solves real problems. Massive scale, internet equals global reach. Low time trade, income continues with minimal ongoing time. What the fast lane demands. The fast lane isn't easier than the slow lane. It's different. It demands 1. Responsibility. No boss to blame. No excuses. You own your results. 2. Learning. Marketing, sales, systems, psychology, technology. You become a perpetual student. 3. Risk. You might invest months building something that fails. You might lose money testing ideas. You trade security for possibility. 4. Execution. Ideas mean nothing. Everyone has ideas. Fast laners execute relentlessly. 5. Patience with process, urgency with action. Building systems takes time, but you act with daily urgency. Common fast lane myths. Myth number 1. You need a revolutionary idea. False. Most fast lane businesses are better versions of existing solutions or serve underserved markets. Myth number 2. You need lots of money to start. False. Many fast lane businesses start with under $1,000, especially digital products, services, or content-based businesses. Myth number 3. You need to work 80-hour weeks. False initially, true temporarily. The heavy lifting is upfront, building the system. Once built, it runs with far less time. Myth number 4. Only special people can do it. The biggest lie. Fast laners aren't smarter. They just made a different choice and committed to it. The fast lane timeline. Here's what a realistic fast lane journey looks like. Year 1. Learning, building, failing, iterating, while possibly keeping your job. Year 2 to 3. First traction, early income, proof of concept. Year 3 to 5, scale, systems, leverage. Income exceeds slow lane possibilities. Year 5 to 10, true wealth, freedom, choice. It's not overnight, but it's also not 40 years. The asymmetric equation. The magic of the fast lane. You invest 1,000 hours building a product. That product sells for 10 years, generating returns that would take 100,000 hours in a job to earn. That's leverage. That's why a 35-year-old fast laner can have more wealth and freedom than a 60-year-old slow laner. Not because they're smarter, because they chose a different road that respects the mathematics of leverage. Outro. So let me ask you, which road are you on? Are you on the sidewalk, consuming, spending, chasing the next dopamine hit while your financial foundation crumbles? Are you on the slow lane, trading decades of your life for the hope of wealth when you're too old to fully enjoy it? Or are you on the fast lane, building systems, creating value, leveraging your time so wealth arrives while you still have the health and energy to live? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're already on one of these roads, right now. The question is, did you choose it, or did it choose you? Most people inherit their road from parents who walked the slow lane and taught it as gospel, a culture that celebrates sidewalk consumption, schools that train slow lane employees, not fast lane entrepreneurs, fear masquerading as being realistic. But here's the beautiful truth. You can change roads. Not instantly, not without effort. But you can change. The first step is awareness, which you now have. The second step is decision. And the third step, action. In the next episode, we're going deeper. We're going to expose why time, not money, is the real currency of life. Why your most valuable asset isn't in your bank account, but in how you spend your hours. And why understanding this changes everything about how you build wealth. Until then, I want you to do something. Write down your current road. Be honest. No judgment. Then write down where you want to be in 5 years. Not where you should want to be. Where you actually want to be. Now ask yourself, will your current road take you there? If the answer is no, you know what to do. The fast lane is waiting. Reflection questions. Looking at your spending over the last 3 months, what percentage reflects sidewalk thinking? If you're in the slow lane, what's your projected retirement date? How does that make you feel? What would the fast lane version of your current skills career look like? What's one system you could start building in the next 30 days? What belief about money is keeping you on your current road? Until next time, keep building. Audio Wisdom.